You already know what's going on, man. It's your boy Dave Steezy, repping that Heartbreak Gang, repping that Schmop Life. We at the Shop Studios. I'm with your boy Juwan. Let's get it.
Ain't really about it, but with you keep it real. You stood on there, you even shouted. Now I'm down bad, like the last one. I might go and get a name tatted, blast some. I feel like Angus Clyde a T-Mac, I'ma hang around. Still trapping in this bitch, I'm like, who need a pound? I feel like Angus Clyde a T-Mac, I'ma hang around. Hey, yeah, look. I was mobbing, I was thinking about you. Feeling like the ship is about to tip, it's about to sink without you. Now that feeling up my chest, I can't breathe without you. But I know that I gotta hold it down. I was mobbing, you was riding with me. Any situation had my back, you was sliding with me. I got memories that will forever be residing in me. But I know that I gotta hold you down. Hey.
I like it.
My brother, I'm from Berkeley, California, man. You already know what's going on. Shout out to all my folks. Right now I'm living in Pinole, out here in near Richmond, you know what I'm saying, around the outskirts of Richmond, you know what I'm saying.
What exactly do you do?
I'm a content creator, man. I'm an artist. I'm a rapper, hip hop artist, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, and I create a lot of things, man. I also do clothing, you know what I mean. I'm also in the skateboard world and the cannabis world, so I dibble and dabble with a lot.
What do you like about skateboarding? You've always been interested in skateboarding. What intrigues you?
Skateboarding is just that's something. It pretty much tailored my lifestyle, man. You know what I mean. It crafted and created the person I am today. Just some of the fundamentals and lessons I learned. Some of the people I met. You know what I mean. Diversity, being ageless, being timeless, being able to just do ill shit in the world. You feel me? Skate and destroy you, dumb bitch.
And what made you start rapping?
Dude, really, I mean, the original story, bro. Dave Steezy came from the skate park. It's something we used to do. We used to skate, smoke our little weed, and while we smoking, we used to like kick raps and shit. You know what I mean? That's how I really started. I found the studio in high school. You know, Berkeley High had a studio accessible to kids, you know what I mean? And so did B-Tech, you know what I mean? But I found the studio in middle school, honestly. But so leading into high school, I was really always just into music, you know what I mean? I had a big brother who was heavily into hip hop, and I'm talking about like East Coast hip hop. You feel me? Talib Kweli, Nas, Jay-Z. You feel me? Like Tribe Called Quest, like some of them originators, as well as the West Coast too. You know what I mean? E40, Mac Dre, the Jacka, Mob Figures and shit. You know what I mean? So I always just been influenced by music, bro. You know what I mean? For sure.
What would you say interests you about creating clothing? How'd you get into that?
Well, shit. That's a good question. To be honest, it goes hand in hand with the music, you know what I mean? Being stylish, just being into expressing yourself, and that's always been what I've been into, you know what I mean? Style is just an extension of the personality, right? So, yeah, I just like to show myself like that. It's also the Japanese in me, you know what I mean? Half Japanese, half black. I'm full attack, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that started at a young age too. In high school, I created a brand called The World Needs More Originals, and I've been pushing that for a long time, along with my music and just the message along with it. Like, we really do need more originals. We need more people creating, more people out here that's offering and adding to the culture, you know what I mean? And protecting the real ones, bro, you know what I mean? You do know that.
Let me see your fit, bro. Show me your fit.
It's just something light, you know what I mean?
This your everyday light studio wear?
It's some light studio wear. Shout out to the fundraisers, you know what I mean? Shout out to Bathing Ape. My boy hooked me up with the vintage Warrior joints, S&S. Always hooks me up with the fire footwear, fire gear. You know how we do it, man.
Where the socks from? They look kind of wet.
Them was a birthday present, to be honest.
Oh, really? So you didn't even know, huh? Them fire though.
Them was fire though.
Yeah. All right, bro. It's good to see you, my G.
Always, bro.
It's been a while.
It's been a minute.
We've known each other for fucking damn near 2 decades now. At this point, we old as shit.
We getting up there, man. But we timeless, man.
But we timeless. But yeah, man, just going back to like as a kid in high school, you know, because that's kind of like where everything started, where you developed, right? And you're still developing as an artist. But let's talk about just the high school days and what got you into music, you know, into clothing, into skateboard. A little bit more detail about that.
No, absolutely, bro. Shit, it's something all the arts and just being creative, I fell in love with all that in high school, you know, being inspired by people like Pharrell and Kanye, you know what I mean, and the early 2000s, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And shit like that. And like I said, all the other things I mentioned, like that's when I fell in love with it, and it created so many opportunities for me. It's honestly ridiculous. I still can't believe it. It do feel like a dream sometimes, and it's like, but one thing it taught me was just to always follow my heart and to be a good person. Like everywhere I went, I just, you know what I mean, I do those things. And
that is one thing I'd say that's like
there.
very true about you, is you've always stayed like very humble and very, like, you haven't changed at all, bro. You're still the same person. You still same number. Like, you can hit you from high school, you know. Like when people hit a certain like fame, you know, stuff starts to change, right? Or like when they get some notoriety. I say for you, nothing really has changed, bro. Like I can still pull up on you at any moment. You still go to the skate park.
I try to do the same things, you know what I mean? Keep the same routine. Something consistent, you know what I mean? And but you know, those are I also try to keep the nostalgic things in my life too, you know what I mean? And
do you say though, would you say trying to keep it the same, although life is constantly changing, is a struggle for you?
I think you always got to be willing to adapt and be, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. But see, my lifestyle has always been on the go, so you know, the way I am, it kind of contradicts it, but you know, that's just the complexity of life. You know, I mean, that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
But
I mean, because you know, you can find yourself in rooms with like very notable people, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then you're back to your like self. You're on social media, and it has to be kind of like a hard, like, oh shit, I gotta stay true to like who I am and who I've always been, right? And not let me fall into this kind of hype, right?
Yeah, I agree with that. And to me, a person like me, bro, it's easy to do because you know I don't really follow other people's. I do my own thing, you know, and so
yeah, that's true.
It's exciting for me to go out and go mingle because I love collaborating and I love meeting new people. That's one of my joys. That's why I love to travel. You know what I mean? Yeah. Love to experience new cultures. Blah blah blah. Because man, this is we live in, bro. You feel me? I'm trying to touch as many people, see as many places. But yeah, man. So I just go with the. You gotta go with the flow. You gotta be like water. Yeah. You know what I mean? You gotta be like water.
Facts. Let's talk about the high school days, man. You were one of the very few to join a very popular group in high school. The most iconic group in the Bay Area, I'd say.
One of the most,
especially during our time.
In the last decade.
For real. How the fuck did you come about joining HBK?
That's a wild story, man. That goes back to high school as well. I mean, like I said, I fell in love with the arts. Started becoming a lyricist myself. Always writing raps and skateboarding and doing that, right? Aspiring to be, and then I ended up working at the Filthy Drip in Hilltop Mall.
Damn. I remember that. Yeah.
And that's a whole story itself. A lot of people there, Lloyd, Daniel, Dre. I love them people. You know what I mean? Rev Rock. Anyways, there's a studio back there. So the long story short, I hound him. I'm like, bro, let me hop on the record. I get to a point where I say, bro, you can take me off if you don't like it. Like I won't be mad. Yeah. I really wanted that. I was hungry, bro. And he left. I was like, all right, it's good. He left. I could tell he didn't want to.
Yeah. Because he was the one working there, right? Like, if I remember,
he was working there as well.
That was how the connection.
It was the reason why I wanted to work there. I'm like, oh, this place is cool, right? And they got some cool gear. Long story short, he come back. He liked the verse. HBK gang, you feel me?
He just right there just nominated you, huh?
Dude, no, Jay Ant called me. He kept the verse, played it for some dudes. Jay Ant gave me a call. I was like, bro, you pulling up to the next session. That's what happened. And I pulled up to the session, met Sue, Pila, met the whole gang.
Bro, how old were you at this point?
I had to be like 17, you know what I mean? I was definitely a junior or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
I was 16, 17, a junior, but just about to be, about 16, 17.
Junior? You sure you wasn't a sophomore?
It was around that time. It was like, I was just meeting them around then, probably going into the next year type shit.
Yeah, true. Probably like that summer.
So I had a couple years in high school where I was grinding. Got to a point where I started missing school because I was doing shows, right? I remember I went to this Wiz Khalifa video shoot with Sue, and I posted a picture, and all my friends, like everyone called me, you know what I mean, and shit like that. It was awesome. But it's been a cool journey, bro. And like I said, a lot of opportunities, and that's what keeps me going, bro.
What so that shop at Hilltop, that iconic shop, by the way. But like, okay, you throw your verse. Were you nervous?
I was nervous, but I was also excited because I was like, "Ooh, I'm about to get a chance to show myself." Like, yeah, I'm about to go hard.
What was the song?
It was I think it was the your bitch song. It's called Your Bitch.
You don't remember the song?
Yeah, it's called Your Bitch.
Your Bitch.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah. It's been a minute, bro.
It's been
10 years in this shit plus.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I believe it was that song, and it ended up coming out and everything. I was like, wow, I had some metaphors in there and all the shit.
Yeah.
And I was excited. I was on my Lil Wayne shit, like. You know what I mean? Shout out to one of the originators.
Yeah. No, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So, okay, so you get that. Do they actually invite you to the next session, like Jay?
He gave me a call and was like, "Blood, you got to pull up. I got to meet you." And he just was hella. Jay has always been, and Kool John, the whole gang. They always been like, what's it? Welcoming.
Like older brothers.
They always been welcoming to to young, authentic talent. You know what I mean? They like if they see that. They get excited and shit like that, and especially a guy like Jan, especially people like Kool John, they protect the youth for sure. And Sue, like I said, they protect the youth. You know what I mean? And they push into creativity. And I happened to fit that role at the time. You know what I mean?
It seems like you're very close with Kool John. How would you say your relationship with him is a little bit closer than everyone else in the group, or?
Well, to be honest, like
everyone's a brother.
They all mean a lot to me. They're all my brothers. You know what I mean? Sue has done so much for me. Took me on tours. My first tour ever.
You just performed last week at the shit.
I just performed with him. He's always kept me along, like, and he's always opened doors for me. Kool John. But you know he's always been busy. Like I've always looked up to Sue, type of thing.
Yeah.
John, I've got to know him, and I've got to know Sue close. But I've got to know John on a personal level, hangout level when I was first meeting him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's
because Sue's always just been busy. Like
Sue's always been Sue. Even when I used to see him on BART on my way to school, he used to be on his way to college. Bro, it goes back to that deep, right?
Yeah.
When I was in high school, and then like it was a crazy manifestation. You know what I'm saying? Like type of shit. But I always, like I said, I always looked at him like Sue, but that's my big brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
After all these years, what we've done did for each other, all the work we done put in, what we done built, that's my big brother. Love him to death. You know what I mean?
How was it joining a group? Like, do you find yourself more as like solo? Because I don't know, you know when you're writing raps, it's different than writing raps in a closet, right? By yourself, right? Smoking. But then when you hit the studio and you got people in different rooms all collaborating, what kind of is your preferred way to make music?
My preferred way to make music, that's the question?
Yeah.
Shit, I like to make music. It depends. I just go with the energy. Like I can record with people in the room. I can record if it's a party in the room, as long as they're quiet when I'm recording, you know.
Yeah.
Or I can knock some shit out by myself just with an engineer. You know what I mean?
But at 17 though, when you join this big ass group that's in the Bay and taking over kind of a whole movement, is it a little bit intimidating at 17 years old?
Well, yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying now. Yeah, when I was that age, it was definitely that's when I was a little nervous, you know.
Yeah.
I was more anxious, but it was always more like, dang, I just want to get it over with. I want to like just show them what I got.
Or just
you know
like I want to like please them, like make them happy type of shit. Like this my big brother. I want him to be like, that's my little brother.
I know, right? And I'm willing to put the work in. I'm willing to do what I got to do.
Yeah.
So it was just, for sure. It was definitely about making sure I'm doing something that they're gonna approve for sure. You know what I mean?
Facts.
As well as just being myself and hoping that's what they approve of. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like that was the method for sure.
Okay, so it's been damn near a decade and a half since joining HBK. You've done some solo stuff. You're still with the group. You're still brothers. What's kind of like your main focus as far as your personal growth and your music career? Where do you see yourself?
I definitely see myself growing. You know what I mean?
Growing like some buds. Huh?
You feel me? But with my own artistry, man, I'm definitely just building the Dave Steezy brand and you know what I mean, showing what we represent, where I come from, you know what I mean, coming from the skate park, representing the lifestyle in the Bay Area, you know what I mean, and the way I do it different, you know what I mean. Rest in peace my boy T-Mac, you know what I'm saying, we doing it the bad way, we being absolutely different, you understand me? So, yeah.
What does your brand represent?
Dave Steezy, man, I represent a lot, man. I represent unity, I represent peace and love, you know what I'm saying, I represent creativity. And I represent pushing this shit forward, you know what I'm saying? Dave Steezy, you know what I'm saying? I do this shit stylishly and I do it with ease.
And you know, let the audience know what your ethnicity is, because Asian's always been dripped out And you kind of always been into fashion since a young kiddo.
happy to represent the fly Asians, but yeah, I'm half Japanese, half black, with a little bit of Native American in me. You understand? So I'm a little mixed, but
Do you find yourself using the brand Dave Steezy to kind of narrow in on that your culture? The Japanese in you.
Definitely. Oh yeah. Hone in on all the ethnicity in me, but Japanese for sure. I'm happily, that's why I'm such a chill dude. I got a lot of honor in me. Very skillful. I'm very mindful and stuff like that. And I also got the talents and the artistic ability and the and the wisdom and the and the soul and the knowledge also. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is, man.
How does Steezy come as a name for you?
I got that nickname as a skater. I believe it was Nate who used to be the manager at the 510 skate shop many moons ago.
Oh, love the 510. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did you work there too, or am I tripping?
No.
You was just...
I was always camping out the shoes up there.
Yeah.
Motherfucker thought I was
right to the right. Everybody used to camp in that little same spot.
Shout out to Jerry and Dandy. They've always taken care of the community and always supplied us with some dope equipment, dope streetwear. So I appreciate them.
That's what's up. What would you say you had an interest in kind of like creating your own brand, your own style before kind of HBA dropped all their clothing? Because like, and even like with the Pink Dolphin shit back, we go back to the hundreds, like all these cultural kind of iconic t-shirt brands in the Bay Area. Do you think you got style from them, or you had it was just in there?
I think that all things that came before me, I give respect to, because I've definitely been inspired by a lot. You know what I mean? Everyday life inspires me, and everyone that's around me, including everyone that you said. But also one thing that I've offered to the gang, I've always offered that new youthful style perspective, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The futuristic look, what I thought was next, you know what I mean? And it always, most of my ideas, were relevant, you know what I mean? And stood the test of time and stuff like that. And so that's one little stripe I got within the gang. I've inspired some of the style and some of the some of the style points of the HBK gang. I styled Pilo for a shoot. I get clothing brands for Sue and stuff like that. I have people send me brands, and I hook up the gang and shit like that. So like the creative direction of the style is what I definitely inspire.
I was gonna say, you see yourself being almost like a director of style, and probably getting into the idea of helping others and dress.
For me, it's not even about just how they dress, because to me, I just like to unlock the mentality for people, like, man, just express yourself, like, be you. Don't be, what if I wear this? Like, nah, just like wear what you think is tight, and that's tight. You feel me?
That's tight.
Like seriously though. But for me, like, my end game, I think about it a lot. I think about where I'm going in the direction, and I want to end up being in like a A&R type of position, or like somewhere where I can seek talent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm real good at that. I remember when Nefta Farrell was coming up, and I got real. When I seen him, that's why we so locked in. Because as soon as I met him, but I was a little bigger at the time. Yeah. But it was love. You know what I mean? I was like, bro, you talented, bro. I can't wait to see what you do.
Yeah. And that nigga killing it.
Oh shit. People like Rex Life Rise, all type of shit. Kehlani, I introduced her to the HBK gang. Yep. You know what I mean? Yep. And I was a part of like some of her first shows and stuff like that, and that's sis for real. You feel me?
Yep.
And shit like that. But little pieces and little parts that I played, it's just, I'm blessed to just,
I think A&R would be really good for you. Like I think that's a real good direction to head towards too, because like you said, you are kind of key.
I love showing the love, bro.
Yeah.
And I also put the work in, and I'm dope myself. I'm confident enough to say that. And so I'm able to see it too, though. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And it takes someone who's not a hater, someone who wants to see people grow too.
Yeah.
To be in those positions for it to really grow. And like I said, it's something that I want to work towards, and hopefully become one day. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give people opportunities.
Facts. I want to talk about like kind of now, 2023. What kind of struggles do you go through as a musician, a solo musician?
Woo!
Yeah.
Man, that's a good question. Man, boy, as a independent artist coming up, you know what I mean? Hey, you go through it all, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be a lot of highs, a lot of lows. Don't get it twisted. It is fun and shit like that, and you.
It's straining.
But you're creating something that's well worth it. But man, it's very straining. You know, sometimes you're down to your last dollar. Sometimes you don't know what to do. I done been kicked out of houses. I done been, you know what I'm saying? I done been here, done been there, done had to not really sleep in the car, but I done had to, you know, we were taking road trips and doing this and that. You know what I'm saying? And you got to put your all into this shit and be overly dedicated and expect nothing back.
How do you mentally bounce back though from situations like that?
Just remembering all the people that I touched through the music and remembering the end goal, what I'm trying to do, take care of moms, take care of family, you feel me? Just thinking about and being grateful, like, don't matter what I'm going through, because I done been to third worlds. Yeah. You feel me? I done been to Vietnam, thankful enough to travel and stuff like that. And I done seen how people was living, and it's like, you gotta really be appreciative that you are just alive. And shit like that, because if you're alive, boy, you got all the opportunity, and especially if you're in a place like America or a place that's a little more established, you feel me? We got all the opportunities. You got hella opportunities, so you ain't got no excuse, and that's my mentality on it. So, like I said, a lot of investments. Like I said, you might even come down to your last dollar making an investment, but you know, with your hard work, with your faith, and what you're doing, as long as it's with a good cause, as long as it's the right purpose, that shit gonna come back tenfold.
Give me a time where and I know you probably remember, because I remember shit like this, but where you were like down to your last dollar, and it was like, do I bet on myself or do I hold this money? But like I could put this $2K to the merch and not eat for 2-3 weeks, but like this is an investment. When's the last time you remember? Which one like hits the most?
I mean, I've done it a few times.
Yeah. You know? I mean, that's the game though, as an independent artist, and even a business owner, whatever I done
took losses. I done bet that dollar and it didn't work out, and I had to go bust some side work. To pay the bill, to make something work. You know what I mean? To eat and pay the bills. You know what I mean? But you know, music money does come in and shit like that. You get shows, people do features. You know what I mean?
Where'd you say most of the money comes in from the music specifically?
Okay, yeah. So I just repeat that, because this is real. Like with the music, an artist makes money with music from the shows and from the merch, right? From people supporting, from doing events, and people also want to work with you, do features and things like that, writing sessions, or just, you know what I mean, creative consultancy. You know what I mean? I do offer that. You know what I mean? But it's like, you know, different little streams like that is what the artists get paid from, and in the musical streams, you know how they robbing us. You see the statistics, so it's like you better off buying it from us, like how La Russell doing. I'm learning from brother. You know what I mean? He go crazy.
He doing shit.
Shout out to La Russell. You know what I mean? People like him is who inspire me too. You know what I mean? It's like, ooh, I got people who are like same tribe as me. You feel me? That's how I'll put it. You know what I mean? Like, who are just about their shit, who put the work in, who got talent, you feel me? Yeah. And they sharing it with the world, bro. Yeah. Bay Area we got it, bro. Anyone in the Bay, just put your idea to real life. Watch what happens.
You know, I have to ask
you later.
I have to ask this question specifically for you, because there's a huge narrative around Bay Area music culture, right? And how we're not as collaborative, right, in the eyes of Twitter and social media, right? But you literally came from the most collaborative group, so you might be a little biased on this.
My mentality is just different, you know. I'm more open-minded, you know. Thankfully, I not no funk with nobody. I got no enemies and stuff like that, you know. I lead with love and shit like that, but and I'm a cool motherfucker. But you know, sometimes it'd be like street politics and, you know, stuff that happened in the past that really does block certain things, and you know, I don't got the answer for that, you know. But but there's a lot of people right now, like, that's a stigma on the Bay. But to be honest with you, the current Bay right now, all the people I know, Stunner Man 02, like I said, FNG, HBK gang, the new HBK gang, we got new artists like D-Dot and shit like that, and D-Dollar$, and a few more. We are all working together and pushing towards like that unity. Like I said, you feel me? Because people like us, we see the bigger picture, and thankfully we're not held back by nothing like that. And so it is our duty to just, you know, connect the dots if we can. You feel me?
And I think that's true. I think it's like there's that stigma.
People like Mr. Fab, you know what I mean? Some of the OGs is killing it, you know, for E40, always pulling the young artists up. Like, and the dancers and all that, like, people like them is the pillars that keep the Bay Area what it is. Ambassador.
Yeah. I feel like the stigma comes from outside of the Bay. Like the outside of the actual artists in the Bay, right? Because if you talk to Stunna Man, right, La Russell, fucking E40, like Pilo, everyone's collaborative, and everyone would say otherwise. So it's like that stigma just comes from.
I mean, it's an old mentality, and it's something that was kind of, like I said, you know, the hyphy era and all that. I mean, that was pretty unified, though, to be honest with you.
Bro, when I look at it,
together. You know what I'm saying? Right, we still bringing people together with that movement. So it's like, and that's a forever thing. So, I mean, I think the Bay Area, on the low, that's something that they underrate us on. We actually are unified, like I said, besides that street shit, and you know what I mean, that shit that's holding us back as a people, you know what I mean?
How you feel about the current state of the community, especially like Oakland right now, or with just kind of all the violence? And
I'm the type of dude that's like, you know, I can't speak on it if I'm not involved in it type of thing, right? I'm like, you know what I mean, I gotta mind my business type of shit, but what do I personally feel about just how society is and all that?
Yeah.
It's wild, bro. You know, society is wild, and, you know, it's just a shame that, you know, there's so many systems, you feel me, that they've been in place to hold so many people back, people of color especially, you know what I mean, and shit like that. And that's a real thing still to this day. This is Martin Luther King's dream. I do think part of it came true, but I don't think the full dream came true, you know what I mean? And that's something that we as a people gotta finish it for him.
You the first person I ever heard say that. That's facts.
We gotta finish it for him.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. No.
Sure.
That's I like that. The part of it came true, but not the full dream, because we still are fighting every day. Do you think it will ever come true?
Yeah, for sure. I got faith, and
in our lifetime.
Yeah, I got faith.
Yeah.
I got faith. Nigga,
so happy. He's a positive ass guy. But that's real talk though. That's for sure real talk. Where I wanted to ask about, like, kind of when writing. What's the hardest part for you when writing and putting shit together?
When I don't like the beat.
Is that pretty often though?
Nah, I love the beats. That's why, and I work with the people I work with, Kid Rich, Iamsu, and Loki are pretty much my in-house, and I work with other people too. You know, I work with the HBK gang a lot too. But those are my in-house and shit like that. I love what they do, and they know my sound. They, you know what I mean? They've been listening to me for a while, so they know what I like. And but it's also all about just trying new things. Like I did a rock song. I'm about to show it to you.
What?
It's
you did?
fire though. Like it's some rock salsa. I got my boy Youngin on it. Like,
okay.
But you know, we just trying new things and keeping it fun, bro.
Do you find that way? Does that like give you motivation to kind of like when trying new things to get in a different area? I mean, like look at Lil Wayne. He was like the first one who really did that shit. Like he was the hardest rapper, and the nigga did rock shit and skateboard.
Right. He can get on other people's beats and make it better.
Yeah. So do you see yourself like kind of testing the waters to that?
It was more so me. I'm just having fun with it, and so if I'm having fun with it, I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
but no real like vision of like I'm gonna make that transition one day.
No, I'm a hip hop artist, but I have an open mind. You know.
I like that.
And so that's all that really is. You know. But I'm gonna definitely stay in my lane. But I'm exploring it. You know. I can swerve if I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can swerve.
And shit like
it
that.
Makes sense. I want to talk about though. I want to go back a little bit because when we talk mistakes in business, you got into business real young, 16, 17.
Oh yeah.
Right. So and you join a group that's the most popular group at the time. So there had to be some mistakes made, and
certainly.
And like even it could even be with just like one thing I talked with La Russell is about split sheets. Right? You're 17. Who can sign for you at that time? Your mother, right? Like,
bro,
like
to be honest with you, I was so high just off everything that was happening.
That's what I'm saying. You're absorbing the board, which is fine though.
Like I know I missed out on a lot of paper,
bro. Because you were on one of the most popular songs at the time.
But you know that was also, you know, some of it falls on me obviously, and then some of it just falls on the youth. You know, me being young and all that, young and dumb. You know what I mean? But definitely being aware and learning from the mistakes you have to be. But yeah, man, like.
Was split sheets a thing back then?
What the fuck is the split sheet back then?
Like,
no, you're right.
I got you.
But anyways, no, I'm not even thinking about that. What I was like, for example, that's that shit. The song I put out, like I said, I'm on a high, bro. Living my dream from high school. You know what I mean? From high school.
Yeah.
It's what I was trying to do, and it's working out. So I'm high right now.
Yeah.
Trying to just, you know what I mean? So the money is coming too. Money coming from different directions, but capitalize on everything. No, not yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's that shit comes out, bro. That motherfucker came out on YouTube. I ain't never put it out for sale. To this day, I ain't making no money on that song. Like, to this day, and I never changed it. I was aware of it. I got.
But do you feel?
I have shit for sale now, obviously, right?
Yeah.
But that song I never did because I was just like, man, I did that. I put it out for the love and it changed my life. So it's all good.
Why would you charge now?
That's just for y'all.
Yeah.
That one's for y'all. You know what I mean?
But support my next shit.
But support my next shit. You know what I mean? But keep me alive. You gotta learn as an artist. Like, damn, if you give everything away for free, nigga, now you can't afford to be an artist. But I learned that early on. That's why I developed the merch, develop all them different streams. You know what I mean? And those are ways to keep it active, as well as your side hustles too. It takes a lot to be an artist. That's what people don't understand. A lot of people aren't meant for this true journey. You know what I mean? That's why many don't make it to the top.
Facts.
Like, word to David Goggins, man. It's easy to be great in this lifetime, only because so many are so weak and they're not willing to put in the work. They're not willing to be consistently in the gym, and then go to work and then work on their craft and then go back to the gym the next day. And that's just what I've been building myself, my discipline and stuff like that, See,
I feel like I 100% agree, and I had that same. I wish I was me when I was younger.
It'd be like that.
You know what I mean? It's like I look back and I'm like, damn, bro, me in in high school, it was literally basketball. Like,
Facts, man.
That's all I did, but I wasn't fucking no girls. Like, I wasn't, you know what I mean? Like,
that was hardcore.
It was basketball. And then once you realize, like, damn, nigga, I ain't growing no more, so I'm not going D1, but I'm gonna go to college still, right? So I still went to college, played ball. Nice. Then it's like, all right, after, what the fuck do you do, right? Because you got to hit the real world. True. I'm not going to the NBA.
In the real world.
What the fuck I'm going to do, right? So it's like, they don't teach you that, that transition. So then that's when I was like, oh, but I know the one thing I do love and the one thing I do is rap. So let me try that, right?
Hell yeah.
Try that after college, starts to go well, boom, kid comes. And you're like, fuck. I can't be sleeping in my car grinding to be a rapper with a kid.
It's real.
Because I seen what my dad was trying to do. My dad trying to start a business here, trying to do this, right? And then you forget about the kid, right? And so it's like, I can't do that, right? So it's like I have to decide now if I want to be a struggling rapper for the rest of my, 2 decades?
Right, coming up, right?
Yeah, or I go and find out financial literacy or starting side hustles, like you say, right? And then just rap on the side for my mental health.
Right.
So that's kind of when I made the transition of like, fuck, you're right.
It's like, I mean, and it's a balance, and not to say you're not a true artist if you can't endure this journey, because I believe everyone's an artist and everyone is able to create in their own different ways and stuff like that. So don't. So I don't want people to take that away from that. But it's like, yeah, some people are just more willing or have the chance to go. Like you say, you had a kid come in your life. You know what I mean? People's journeys are different. Right now I'm a single young dude. You know what I mean? Getting older, but single young dude and no kids. You know what I mean? And
so you have that more risk.
And still got the ambition, right? And I can still take a little bit more risk. And so that's why it's like, no knock. Handle your business, whatever you're doing, and stay creative. Keep doing what you do. Keep doing whatever you love. Talking to the people. Keep doing whatever you love. You know what I mean? Because that's what's gonna keep you growing.
Steezy's always talking to the people, guys.
Yeah. Once you stop growing, you start dying. Remember that, bro. Always be a student. Keep learning.
I want to know, kind of. So it's cool finding streams of income within music, right? Merch. Shows, those is a big one. Collaborations, right? You're in charge, right? But do you find passive income streams outside of music?
Those are things I'm learning about. You know what I mean? That's why I'm curious about real estate. I follow your pages on that. You know what I mean? I learn a lot of insight from those pages, and also things like investing. Crypto is something that I don't know if I trust it quite yet, although it's something that I may invest in. But the simple stock trade too, that's a common thing.
Have you tried it?
I've dibbled and dabbled a little bit, but it's something I need more knowledge on.
It's hard, bro. Yeah, don't go into it.
It's something I need to really learn about. You know what I mean? But those are just some simple ones. A few other ones. But
come on, let's talk about this one right here.
On everything.
Yeah. How'd that start?
So pool, oh man. So that's something that my dad used to do. Rest in peace to my dad. And So, you know, I found his sticks, you know, a couple years ago, and I took it on one for real, you know what I mean? Ended up picking up a sponsor. Shout out my boy Tony Hargame from Hustlin' USA, the #1 pool company in the USA. If you look up into it and you're in the pool community, you'll know. We had all the events and whatnot, you know what I mean? Doing them numbers. But, it's just been the funnest thing for me. It's, you know, I'm good with the hand-eye coordination type of things, you know? Always play sports throughout my career and shit like that, you know? But so pool for me is just hella fun, dude.
So let's talk about like the tournaments, because I hear always posting about tournaments and how you're at tournaments. They be looking solid too, be packed too.
Yeah.
So like, let's talk about kind of the structure of how you get paid off of a game or a tournament or what.
So tournaments it's a longer process for sure, and you got to beat more players, but you end up, you know, they have different places, right? So say it's 100 players, and they pay the top 20. Okay. You know what I mean? 20 obviously.
Does everyone put money in up front? So to join the tournament, you put
and so
how much?
The 100 to join the tournament all pay an entry fee. You know?
Okay. What typically is the entry fee?
I mean, it could be anywhere from. It's usually the big tournaments are usually like $100 and up, easy.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you know.
So that's a big stash.
Do those numbers, That's a big field right there. That's a lot of money. You got 10 G's down there to break down. You know what I mean? So boom, and first place it gets a lot. It breaks down. You know what I mean?
How do you? Okay, the Bay Area pool community, is it big?
I mean, the pool community in general is pretty small. You know what I mean? Like I travel Arizona, Vegas. People. I went to Vegas one time. People knew my name. They was like, "Oh, that's Steezy."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh shit!" Like they knew me from pool.
From pool, not I
was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, that's
They're
cool.
like, "He's the rapper that plays pool." Like the word goes around. I beat somebody for $2,000 in Vegas. He called me out. He said, "You the rapper, right?" I said, "Yeah."
Nah, nigga, I'm the pool master.
I said, yeah. That's the thing, that they don't know my game. You know what I mean? But you know, it's an art to the hustle. But it's a beautiful game, bro.
You practice at home? Is it like?
I had a table at my house, and then I ended up selling it. But I practice as much as I can. I practice as much as I can. Well, at pool halls, usually on 9-foot tables, right, on regulation, professional size tables. Cause I travel around and do like many events. Like Hustlin', like I said, they host many events. And for example, Vegas, they do an annual tournament, a World BCA 8-ball tournament. So it's for all amateurs around the world. It's a world-class event.
Facts.
My team, we have singles and teams. My team took 5th place out of like 300 teams in the top division. You know what I mean? So you know, we working.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, I wanna talk about kind of back to the creation process of music and stuff like that. Obviously, like we talked about, there's a lot of mistakes that go on when music. One thing. Do you freestyle or do you write a lot?
I write a lot, for sure. But sometimes in the booth, you know, you want to just you might just keep going. You know what I mean? And shit like that. You know what I mean?
You don't constrain yourself.
Sometimes that's the vibe, though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That you want to just kind of just come off the top and shit like that. Especially if people is doing it to it, you kind of want to join the energy, but at the same time, whatever makes you comfortable.
Facts.
Like for me, I just do me. You know what I mean?
Facts. When you want to collaborate with someone, how do you reach out? What's your reason? Like for new artists,
nowadays,
how do you reach out?
How do you reach out? I mean, shit, just find a way to do it respectfully. You know what I mean? And just, you know what I mean, respect that you asking a question, or you asking for a service, or asking, you know what I mean, what have you doing it, and because you know people, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. I'm a believer in that. Let me try to clean this up and get my point across. But for me nowadays, I used to be kind of like weird about reaching out. Oh, I don't want to seem like I'm dick riding, or you know, all these little weird thoughts in my head of ego and all that, right? But as I got older, it's like, nah, man, as long as we got the same common goal, then they probably gonna fuck with me anyways, you know what I mean? And if I gotta pay for it and invest in myself, you know what I mean, as long as I can work out a deal, which most serious artists, if they see you serious, they'll work something out with you, then you can make your stuff happen, you know what I mean?
Life is full of transactions. Life is just transactional.
It's a bunch of transactions.
So once you find a way to, and I like what you said, but like it's about how you go about it, right? Like if you come off just like, man, hey,
you need to give me this,
or I'm using you for your name, type of shit, right? Not because I really fuck with your music or your vibe,
it's just right.
Bro, hey, I got $1,000 for you here. Throw a verse on this that we done, like, and we never talk to again, like each other again, right? That's different. as opposed to like someone like
and
a young
that's
artist.
Just straight business. But,
That's straight
you know
business.
what I mean? Right, but so for example, a motherfucker coming to me, a young up and coming artist, want a Dave Steezy feature. I charge, you know, $2,000 to $5,000 really, right, depending on who I'm fucking with. But if I'm fucking with a young up and coming person, you know, I got family rates and shit. But if I'm fucking with a young up and coming person, you know, and he say, man, I got like $500. I'm working on this song. I got a mixtape I'm coming out with, like, boom, boom. You know, he been doing it for a while. You know what I'm saying? You see this, what he want to do. I might fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? Them the type of kids I fuck with.
What if what if the song he sent you wasn't as good?
Then I would just give him some constructive criticism and let him know
that's good.
I'ma fuck with you, but let's
change this a little bit.
Let's get the right record. You feel me? Because I don't want it to be a waste. You know what I'm saying? If I'ma hop on it too, I'm solidifying it, and I can't give you the G pass yet,
yeah.
But I'm about to show you the way, and I'm gonna give you the keys. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give you time because time is your best friend. You young. You know what I'm saying?
Are you ready for some transparency right here?
Yeah.
Has anyone ever done that to you? And didn't give you the G pass yet and just said, hey, I need you to change this few things, send it back to me, or send me a different one?
For sure. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in the sense of like,
it happens though. Like, it's nothing to be ashamed of.
I had to redo verses.
Yeah.
Nigga, they took me off Never Going Broke. I was like,
oh, bruh.
I was like, or maybe I didn't get a chance to do the verse. I forget, but it's been situations where it's like you just gotta.
Well, there's hella
take
people.
The medicine. You just
it's hella people too, right? Like you're not going up against, but it's like.
Shout out my boy Rich and Doom from Los Soracas. You know what I'm saying? I did a verse for them, and Rich was like I came out, people was nodding their head. This one dude, Kenny Man, was like, man, I like it. Rich the only one like, I don't know, Steve's like, I don't, you know what I mean? And I was like,
you need that though.
But I love it. I love this shit. I love the whole process, bro. I seriously do.
Because it's like, all right, I'm about to please his ass next time. Like,
I've learned to love it.
Yeah, I'm gonna gas this track and I'm gonna send it to him first.
Like, and it's really right. Art is just art, but we also hold ourselves to a standard, and everyone got their own vision. Shit, like I said, it's a challenge now.
Facts.
Let me get there for you, because I know I can do it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Well, it's all a work in process.
It's a work in progress, for sure.
And but you did bring up something though, like that never going broke. So like back to the HBK stuff, like when a hot record, when you know the team knows it's finna, we finna promote the shit out of this. How is it like a tryout session? Everybody come to the studio.
We did it so dope. I honestly used to love the process, to be real. And
let's hear about it, because I don't think I've ever seen a video explaining the process.
I mean, from Dave Steezy's perspective of the HBK gang, you know what I mean? The way we recorded a lot of the gang forever, we all in the studio session together, which was crazy in itself, you know, to really have so much talent in one room. Not to like boast us.
No, bro. Trust me, I wish I would have been in those rooms. That's fire.
Like, to see what we created on that, it was like, man, we all really are talented. You know, we believe in ourselves. But it was
all
really,
very different too.
Yeah, you know what I mean, and willing to accept one another. But anyways, it was really just play the beat. First ones to write, to fill up the song. All right, done. Next song. You know what I'm saying? And then
it was just like.
And so the ones I got on, I wrote my shit quicker than bruh. You feel me? And the ones it was, for the most part, I remember a lot of sessions being like that. And so it's like, it's all good. Like, we just, okay, fuck. All right, next one then. You feel me?
That's
like,
crazy.
The energy was sick that way too for me, because it's like, it makes you like, it's time to work.
No, it is like, you know? Stop, put your phone down.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's how you like get shit done. You know what I'm saying? And go, you know, like, right, move on to the next. Get be efficient with your time.
It's almost like that. It makes me think of like Amazon warehouse packages, where it's like they pass one to the next, right?
I remember Johnny used to come out the booth like this.
Yeah, stop.
I'm done.
That's funny.
And you know, we used to keep it fun, bro. And that's what we still do nowadays. Though, you know, everyone's moving around more. Everyone got the independent brands booming and shit like that. So it's like sometimes, nowadays we're recording, sending stuff to people, and when we do get together, you know, lay what you can on this, lay what you can on that. We'll send it to you later. You know what I mean?
Do y'all still get together?
Which is a normal process too. You know?
Do y'all still get together pretty often?
Oh yeah, you know what I mean, often as we can, realistically, because you know some of us live out of state and shit like that, but and live far. But we do like monthly little events like amongst ourselves. You know what I mean? We have a group chat, so we always stay talking to each other. You know, we brothers for life. So we're gonna try to keep
Y'all got
establishing.
I mean, you ain't gotta give no exclusive on here if you don't want, but y'all got something in the works as far as like an old album or something.
Oh yeah, bro. We got hella new music coming out as HBK gang, and I'm excited about it.
Okay, that's good.
I feel like it's gonna give people that energy again, and hopefully, you know, they appreciate it because you know we are working towards it, and yeah. I know it's been a minute, you know, but yeah. I do think people are gonna like it, bro.
You know, though, because I really wanted to go to the Santa Cruz thing, right? And just like I was looking at all the photos and shit, even the videos you were posting of like when you were on stage. And
you're
like
talking about Great America?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And the that's Santa Cruz, right?
Santa Clara.
Santa Clara, my bad.
No, you're good.
And just like all the people in the crowd, and it brought back hella music. Like it was still packed. Like
yeah, that shit was lit, bro.
You know what I mean?
It was like 1,000 people,
bro.
Yeah,
and I'm like at fucking lit. Great America.
Yeah, like, Sue brought him out. The game brought him out. It was love.
I was like, damn, I wish I should have went, but it would be cool to see like a huge HBK almost fucking just festival.
I was telling him
like
that
everybody.
I was telling him we're gonna do like talking to Sue. You know, we're gonna do like a HBK gang tour. You know, we're gonna bring that experience around. Like how it should have never left type of thing, you know what I mean?
Agreed.
And
y'all should do like an inner base.
If those shows go anything like that Great America show, bro, they might take us around the world because it was special for us too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was special for the artists.
Who was there? It was Sue, you, who else came?
Showbanger, Kool John, CJ, Skip.
Does Skip still live out here?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, for surely out here. Yeah,
okay. That's cool. Yeah, there's a lot of people there. That's dope. P-Lo wasn't there?
P-Lo's, yeah, he didn't come out. No, he was busy. You know, some of the main factors was a little busy. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. You know what I mean?
That's what's up, man.
The
that shit look lit.
Out.
That's cool. All right, one more question, and we gonna hit to the studio. He gonna drop some stuff for you, some bars. But I like to ask the business owners, entrepreneurs questions like this, and the question is, it's the segment, Hella Misguided segment. The question is, if you were to write a letter to your 18-year-old self, what would a summary of that letter be?
It would be stay true to your vision. Don't get caught up with no females and shit like that, right? like just stay focused on your path, right? Don't involve no business partners, especially if you got everything you need. If you got the idea and everything, just do the hard work, do everything you need to do, and shit, and just keep and have fun with it. Don't ever take things too serious either, and just remember that your time, like enjoying yourself, is really worth more than money. You know what I mean? Like, and experiences and collecting the stories, because at the end of the day, that's all you're gonna have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's all that's gonna matter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You might be broke when you're young, but you're gonna make money, and then once you got money, it's all about how good of a person you are and how many, and how much, and how much access you got to the world. You feel me?
Yeah, that's facts. You got a good heart, man. Never change that, for real. But I did just think of another question though, and I want to know, because we didn't even talk about the shop, like where we are. I gave a tour. It's rooms. It's a cool ass concept. It's been here for 11 years. Each room is a different studio. There's a content room. There's an office, right? Snack room. You've obviously been here probably since HBK. Mm-hmm. HBK introduced you to this
studio, for sure. Sure. I started seeing all the studios.
Yeah, exactly. So you've been here. Did y'all ever go to the one on the White?
In Berkeley?
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, for sure.
Did they move it? Because I seen some moving company out there.
It's like a clothing store now, but
that's what I figured. Okay.
Yeah, Payday Studios. Yep.
Yeah, with the white boy. What was his brother name?
Plizzy.
Plizzy,
Payday Plizzy. Shout out Payday Plizzy.
Yeah.
All the studios in the Bay. The Grill. I used to record there a lot. You know what I mean? They've recorded a lot of HBK gang shit as well. But the shop studios, that's pretty much home base. They've always been supportive. They've always helped curate the visions. You know what I mean? And just the people here, Will and Josh, the people who run it. Will's the owner. Josh is his brother. They like some of the coolest people I ever met, and the way they operate business, I respect it, and I work well with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Have they kind of gave you any guidance on when you come in here and make music? And also in direction, just in life or anything.
Definitely, all my big brothers in my life for surely have helped me out. You know what I mean, and pointed me in the right direction. And I know when I hear the same thing, it could be in different ways, but when I hear the same thing, I know that's some real shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But most definitely, like, specifically just recording wise, like the way I treat my artistry. Yeah, I'm a rapper. Yeah, I come up with my lyrics and my ideas and write all that, but the way you address the mic, the way you address the studio room, you know what I mean? The little small details on the songs and the mix and mastering, paying attention to it and stuff like that. I'm learning more and more every day, and so they wake me up to that. They woke me up to that for sure.
And you've always been here as an artist, but now you're actually working for the shop. What are you doing for them?
Yeah, I'm doing content creation for the shop studios, you know what I'm saying? So I'm creating events and doing, like, you know, video recaps and visuals for the engineers and stuff like that. You know, all pretty much basically my ideas on how I think, you know, because people should know about this spot. The Shop Studios is a recording studio, and they also offer, like I said, the visual and video recap options. And we also, like, it's really just about building the artist brand here. You come here, like I said, knock out a song, knock out a video. We got distribution, and we got other connections. We got a lot of artists here. They're gonna start a distribution where if you don't, you know, people have trouble putting it out, right? They come to record and don't know shit. So we're gonna offer a distribution where, yeah, you can record here.
Kind of like Empire shit.
Similar, but, you know, we'll take a very small percentage just to release the music under our umbrella for you to get, you know, your money.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, just to introduce you to the game.
Sometimes, man, and you know for sure, brand is more important than your recognition is more important than money up front, right?
I mean, you gotta just well, the more recognition, the more money you can make, I guess. In the future. But, yeah, but, you know, you always want to be making the money, man. The money comes first for sure.
Yeah.
It makes everything easier. You know what I mean? I've done it the wrong way and the right way, so it's like it's cool. You know what I mean?
At least you know both sides though.
Yeah, you learn a lot, bro. And the only thing about that is if you not paying attention to the losses, if you're getting too mad and shit like that, you won't really learn your lesson. And I only know that from experience, bro. You know what I mean?
That's facts. That's facts, man. You spend game today, man.
It's game day. I'm giving less love today. I'm giving out love today.
Facts.
Oh, you recording?
Yeah.
All right, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit y'all with a little something off the notepad, man. And you do know that. Look, it go like, all that speaking on my name and get your bitch fucked. Game been good to me. You know I can't complain. Simple fact, you speaking on me. I could tell you lame. HBK the gang, what I bang. Yeah, you know the name. I stole this bitch up out the whip. I had the bip shorty. Another brand hit my line. They got a fit for me. You just be talking on the net. You be keyboarding. Pull up on them super sick with it like I'm E40. You do know that.
Where's that from?
That's gonna be on the record with Pimp Toby. Yeah, I mean, something secret.
Yeah. How often do you write music?
A lot. I mean, you know.
Every day?
Yeah, pretty much.
Is it just when, like, do you write it in your phone?
Yeah. If I come up with lyrics when I'm just chilling at the house and shit, or on the road, or wherever I'm at, I'll for sure just sometimes write it down.
It feel good to have a bankroll. And it feel good to have a dank roll. Invest money, we spend it just to make more. I'm trying to put you on the payroll. Get money, live fly, and just lay low. Cause you really can't call it these days, yo. Cause you really can't call it these days, yo. Bay Area lifestyle, moving mean. Fly to the core, I don't need a Mary Jean. If I was you looking in the mirror, I would scream. I might have to throw it back and rock some OG ice creams. Fancy little broad, I know you into nice things. But she goofy caught up with them niggas selling pipe dreams. If you wanna get rich, you gotta have a scheme. Boy, it's real life, it's really not a dream. I done really lost people in this shit hard to believe. All that fly talking scuba, nigga, fuck your Louis V. I feel the pain in your rap, then I know you like me. If I feel the pain in your rap, I know you like me. I can relate, that'll help me decompress it. They say I got the light, I shine bright, iridescent. Pull up on me, ride, smoke, one into the sunset. You know how we do, babe, niggas go to dumb best. I be blowing smoke about the window, cruising down the street, it feel good to have a bankroll. And it feel good.
It's your boy Dave Steezy, man, the young 101 that's gonna get it done, okay? Man, make sure you look out for my new music, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever you like to stream on. Road to Success 1, 2, and 3. Coming out on August 20th, but you do know that. More merch on the way as well, collaborations with Basilica, that just happened. And so be on the lookout for the official online release of that. Other than that, man, make sure you're having a good day. Make sure you work out. Make sure you stay disciplined and make some money.
Where can people find you?
You can find me I'm everywhere like air, baby. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? If she think I'm ugly, then her eyes are broken, okay? But if she want to win, I can show her where to begin. It's Dave Steezy, and that's your boy. It's my time. Shout out my boy Juwan.
Who's on the album, bro?
Yeah, so man, Road to Success 3, August 20th. It's going to be everywhere digitally, you know what I mean? I got Iamsu on the project. I got Mr. Fab. I got Loki on the beats. I got Kid Rich. I had a Yeme, you know what I'm saying? And a couple special features, man. I can't give you all the sauce, man. I can't give you everything because then I got nothing, you feel me?
The next artist, shout out to FNG, this dude, man. We got Serge, my boy Cali, Grando. This shit ridiculous. Shout out my boy Dookie. Shout out everyone up in here, man. Max, Juwan, also. It's a lot of motherfuckers. I really can't name everyone. It's lit. You feel me? That's a lot of love in the building. We're keeping it fired up, bro. We're unifying the bed with this type of shit. And we're going to keep it going. You feel me? Because a lot of people is doing shit like this. But this is like the first of its kind of this type of event, right? And we're going to keep it growing. Everyone is here part of Bay Area history. And this shit going to keep growing, bro. Because the Bay Area wave is strong. Who's the next artist who wants to showcase some music, man? We just having a jam session.
But I know it's on talk. Can't chase a nigga, but I might take walks. I might just outline a nigga in a white car. Hey, you trying to fuck me? But I'm trying to hit the road, get some more cheese.
Ando con mi mano mala, ay, escuché que te gusta la calle. Tengo lo que tú me cuidas. Dale, baby, trae tu bandida que hoy.
Deserted, they're getting money, selling lashes, further. And she get what she want cause she worthy. Spinning off, had to leave the club early. In the backseat with your girlies. Hey, boy, you lost cause it ain't no way. Rise up, peep gang, don't play. Waking back, I ain't smoking on regular. Right now my goals, thinking how to get this steady up. Smack my baby on the booty when she cooking.